What's up, guys? It's Drew here. I'm standing on lot number 3 of Hampton Estates. This is the 15 acres that I purchased a little less than a year ago now. And I just finished mowing the lot because here in hopefully the next couple of hours, I've got a local surveyor coming, and he is going to put my reference pins in the ground so that when my foundation guy gets ready middle of this week, today's Monday, hopefully on Wednesday of this week, my foundation guy's coming and he's gonna start digging footings. And so my foundation guy's a pretty high output contractor. He does a lot of filling slabs, laying block, pouring footings, pouring and finishing slabs, basically all things foundation work. And so in order for him to be able to do jobs quickly, instead of him and his crew coming out here and taking a substantial amount of time pulling diagonals, looking at the plans, laying out the footings, he hires a surveyor. It's like 300 bucks. And obviously that cost gets passed on to me, but I'm willing to do it because it means he can get here quickly. The surveyor will be out here for 20 minutes. He will have every corner pinned, every kick-in pinned, every porch pinned, all of the load-bearing walls marked, any step downs in the footings marked, and it's really, really precise. Much more precise than what somebody could do just with a couple of tapes. So that's happening. So I had to come get it mowed early this morning before it gets too hot and get it mowed down for him, because the pins only stick out about that far out of the ground, and we want to make sure that they're visible for at least a week or so until we get footings dug and poured. So I came out here and mowed. Again, this is lot number 3. I picked this one for a few reasons. One, it's in the middle, and I'll have some footage of the rest of this here. We're about 35–40% down the road, and I'm going to tell the backstory on this land in a different video. But yeah, we're getting ready to lay out footings, and so I'm getting this mowed, and I'm about to put my mailbox in the ground and a sign in the yard, and so yeah, it's exciting time. So one thing that the city requires us to do, I'll just kind of give you guys a pan of where I'm at right here. So you can kind of see this rough end road here. And then I've got all of this. So from that house all the way down, and then it goes down past that tree line. And then I'll kind of walk up this way as well. So that road goes all the way to the end, and there's a little rough gravel cul-de-sac at the end, and then all the way up this side of there as well. And then this is where my lot's sitting. This T-post here is my front right corner. Goes almost to that tree line back there. And what is mowed is what this lot is. The lots are very wide and deep enough, but not super deep. I think they're 234 feet wide, most of them. They vary in size slightly. And then most of them are at least 140 feet deep. Some of them are more. So the reason why I picked this lot is because it's in the middle of the road, like I said. All of the lots already have water meters run. All of the lots are platted. All of the lots have pre-perked, which I'll talk about what that means later. And there's power to this lot. There was a trailer home that sat right here behind me, right by that power pole, years and years and years ago. And so there was a septic tank, field lines, power pole, conduit run to the house, water run to the house, everything already on this lot. So what I'm doing is I'm taking advantage of that because my power pole is already here. Now I'm moving the power poles. There are 3 power poles that go from the road on that far end of the street. There's 3 power poles that end up right there. That's the last one. I'm moving those to the street because they're in the backyard right now, and I don't want power poles in my backyard or in the backyard of the other houses we're gonna do out here. So Pettigene is the power provider here. They do power and internet, fiber internet. They're gonna come out here and move these poles, all 3 of them, to where there's no utilities in the back. It's all at the street. The water meters are at the street. The power's at the street. Everything's at the street. Again, there's no sewer, obviously. We're very rural here. So it's all septic. That's why the lots have to be at least like 3/4 of an acre, because you've got to have room for septic tanks and field lines. But anyways, I'm gonna set this mailbox in the ground, because code here requires us to have a mailbox on the job site with a building permit in it at all times. Then I have to have a sign that has my company name and my phone number on it. So I'm gonna put that sign in the ground as well. And then we'll be ready to start breaking ground. It's exciting. So I'm gonna hop on my tractor here and use the auger to dig these holes for my mailbox and my sign, because the ground is very hard right now. So this is my Kubota L2501. I think I got it in 22. Got it brand new, and it is awesome, and I love it. Like I said, it's a light tractor. It's not a bulldozer. I thought I'd be able to do more bulldozing type stuff with it. That's not the case. It's not a skid steer, and it's not a Mini X. It's a tractor. It's great for bush hogging, great for using an auger, great for box blade, great for grading the yard, stuff like that, moving material. But I'm gonna use it to dig some holes today, because I do not want to dig in this rock bed where my sign and my mailbox have to go. So. So I came down to the other end of my lot, closest to the road, where the lot kind of slowly grades down this way. I guess the dirt stays more wet down here because the auger actually grabbed finally. I will probably have to put a bag of concrete in it, which I didn't want to do because this is a temporary location. I'm not keeping this mailbox here. I just want to make sure it's out of the way. Then we're doing dirt work and the driveway and stuff, that they're not having to dodge my mailbox. There's my beautiful mailbox. And that needs to be deeper, which is fine. I'm going to try to get my sign in the ground now, and then I will go get a set of post hole diggers. Here's one thing I've noticed, just in the short few years I've done this. No matter how much crap you have in your truck, or in your tractor bucket, or whatever you're in, even a tool trailer or whatever you use, the one tool that you'll need that day is the one tool that you don't have. Thankfully, I live about 2 minutes this way, and my family lives about 30 seconds that way. So between the two houses, I can get what I need pretty quick, but it's still frustrating. And you guys will relate to that, I'm sure. All right, so from the street here, there is the main road just on the other side of that house. Here's my road going up that way. This is what we're looking at. This is my lot here. There's the line, or that stake is, that T-post. My mailbox eventually will go here. Not quite deep enough yet. I need a bag of concrete and some post hole diggers. I'm gonna go back to the house and get those. Get that done. You guys don't care about that. Got my sign up. This ground is so hard. Like unbelievably hard. Was not able to get those super deep, but that's fine. It's not going anywhere. This sign's super light. There's our little logo, company name. Why do we do this? Well, there's several reasons. One is just for advertising. People come down this street, they're like, oh, we've seen this huge parcel of land that's been vacant for 20 years. What's going on? We want to make sure they know what's happening, that we're developing it. We're building houses out here now. The other reason is for my subcontractors and suppliers. This address doesn't show up on like Google Maps or Apple Maps yet. And so what that does is it gives them a reference for where they need to drop material or where they need to send their guys. It'll take a month or so for this address to pop up on your searches. We also changed the name of the road, which I'll talk more about that later. So the street sign is wrong. We haven't got our new street sign yet. So all of that's important. And the other thing is for the bank. The bank comes out and does inspections. If I email my banker and say, hey, I need $30,000, we're doing framing this week, and he comes out 2 weeks later to inspect and I haven't done framing yet, he knows something's wrong, which I would never do that, but that's something they have to do. They come out every few weeks, do an inspection. They need to know where we're at. They need to know, okay, this is Brewer Property Investments. This is the house they're building. Let's inspect it. So that's why. Anyways, but got the sign up, working on the mailbox. This mailbox was not supposed to take this long, but that's just kind of how it goes. So anyways, thanks guys for watching, and I will be videoing out here when they come and set pins for our footings, and we'll start breaking ground.